everybody, welcome back to the Jensory YouTube channel with me, Jen. Hope you're all doing okay. Today's video is a sensory make, but I use that term really lightly today because actually there's really not much making involved at all. We are going to make, however, a beautiful resource, super simple but really effective. So I'll whack up what you need for this up on the screen now and I'll talk you through it. Okay, now as you can see, what I've got in front of me is an A4 document tray. It's a clear one, so we can do lots of lovely light and projection with it. This one came with a lid. I think I got it from the range originally, but I'm sure you can get them off Amazon as well. The key to them, however, is that they are really thin plastic, so you can hole punch them. If you've got a really good heavy duty hole puncher, you just hole punch the sides, thread things through. So you can either use it as an active learning tray, which I know a lot of you are interested in, and I will be doing a video about later. But you can suspend things across the top, you can thread things through it really easily, and there's no drilling involved, so that's always a win. Okay, so once you have put your holes in the side, what I've done is attach some elastic to this. Now elastic is a really key part of active learning because it helps things retract back to where they started from, so it builds up consistency and responses in your learners. But for this activity we're just using it because it will create a nice tight seal for a sort of handle on the side. So if you've got learners with limited fine motor control, you might think to yourself, actually this is quite an easy thing to hold, but actually what is probably going to happen is that all of their focus is going to go on to trying to hold the tray, that the enjoyment will be lost and the engagement levels will kind of go. So what this is just going to do is give your learner a little bit of support. So if they've got maybe 2 fingers that they can thread through, you can do it like that. You can do it with the whole hand like that, so you've got some movement, and look how beautifully it moves already. Or you can put their whole wrist through it like that to create movement, because that's essentially what we're going to do. And what that is going to do for your learner is give them some kind of concept of weight, some kind of concept of how things behave, how things move. Often if we've got learners with limited fine motor control and gross motor control, they haven't had all of those lovely sensory experiences that relate vision to touch. So they haven't had those experiences of looking at something, wanting it, and reaching out for it, which is essentially how we understand the world. It's a really important part of understanding how things behave. So when you haven't had that, the world can sometimes be quite a frightening place. What these handles are also going to do is provide an opportunity for autonomy with your learner. And I bang on about this all the time, but it is so linked with self-esteem. And actually, if we can give as many opportunities as possible for our learners to be independent, that is going to promote that engagement, that's going to promote active exploration, and make your learner realise that actually it is worth trying, it is worth persisting, and actually it gives them a play opportunity. And how often do our really profound children and learners get those opportunities to be independent in their play? Because that's actually what this is going to do. So once you've got your really simple tray, it'll probably take you 5 minutes tops to make. You can fill it with lots of exciting things. Now, because it's thin plastic, you'll get a lovely kind of sound to start off with, but you'll also get some real sort of almost vibration and resonance underneath. So if your learner's got it on their lap and they put their hands through or their arms through and they're moving it about, it's going to create not only sound, which is obviously a really good motivator for a lot of our learners, but essentially a little bit of feeling as well, and a little bit of the vibrations of it. So I've got some lovely bits and pieces here that we can add to it. This was firework inspired originally. I used this for a firework kind of theme originally. So yeah, we're going to add lots of different things. You can just see how they behave, what they sound like, and yeah, then we'll go from there. So firstly, I've got baubles. The great thing about baubles is that they are light, they ricochet off everything, and they create a really nice sound. So I'll pop those in. So automatically you can hear that actually we've got that auditory feedback. And then essentially they're going to create a really nice sound for us. Okay, just to show you how to do it and how easily, because they're light, how easily they move in the tray. If you've got your learner kind of just moving their hands however they want to, it's just going to kind of, yeah, just create some really nice sound. And actually, lifting one hand up and then lifting the other up but creating such a beautiful big noise is actually going to provide a really, really nice reward for your learner for being able to move their body. So yeah, you've got all that proprioceptive stuff, you've got all of that auditory stuff that's engaging lots of different senses all at the same time. And honestly, the joy that you get when a learner just lifts their arm up, just a little bit actually, and just gets a really nice big sound from it, is worth its weight in gold. Another great resource are these. These are from Asda, they're just bouncy balls. I think you can get about 16 of them for like £1 or £1.50 or something. They make more of a sort of rumble sound, so if you ever need something that provides a thunder sound, these are fab. So that goes in straight away. I'll show you those as well. They can give, like I say, a really like rumbly, thundery kind of sound to them as well. So yeah, they're fab. We can also pop good old fashioned beads into the tray. If you watched my videos before, you know that I use beads for everything, and I tend to stock up around this sort of time of year as well, because you can generally tend to find them around. So they can pop in as well immediately when we drop them in. They're great. As I say, because the plastic's so thin, they do make a great sound, these trays. They are brilliant for that. But again, got a little bit slightly quieter, but still quite a cool sound with those as well. These are also great to use as sensory stories as well. So actually you can sometimes have maybe different learners on different sound effects for a sensory story. So this one is almost a little bit watery. If you don't want to use these as sort of topple boards like these, and you just want to use them as feely trays, because of the nature of them and how they're made, they do give a lot more auditory feedback than a lot of other trays. So yeah, that's another great one. And then you can just sort of add them in as well. So actually, if you've got a learner that's ready for choice making, you can say to them, okay, which one did you like the best? Which one should we do again? Hold them up, see if they can look towards one, see if they can get that recollection up of which ones they used, which sounds they liked. And then you can, yeah, just make a lovely little firework tray for them. And the key to this one is really, really looking at their communication cues, looking to see what they like, what they don't like, and yeah, letting them do it as much as they can. So whether it's in the tray, moving their hands in it, really won't take much to create quite a lot of sound, or whether they're looping their hands in and just lifting one up. You can even just move it back for them, so they're just doing that repeated action and moving it back. That's going to be a really nice way of providing that intensive interaction for them. But yeah, this is such a good activity. Honestly, you'll get lots of lovely feedback from your learners for this one. So have fun, crack on. The last thing I'm going to say before I go is you've probably spotted my Aurora light here. Again, because the trays are clear, you can project onto them at the bottom. So actually you can add in your balls or your baubles or your beads, and then just an added extra visual dimension to it, you can project and just light up the tray. Now if you're doing this in the dark, this is mesmerising. So yeah, if you've got an Aurora light, if you've got a light box, you can even do a makeshift one just with some fairy lights in a plastic tub, whack this on top. You've just got that added dimension of extra wow. And there we have it. That is my sensory sound tray. This one probably goes down as one of the simplest, quickest Jensory makes ever. So I strongly recommend you just spend 5 minutes doing it. The rewards will be out of this world, I promise. So do let me know if you do give this one a go. I always love hearing about when learners are accessing these and you use these activities. Honestly, it really warms my heart. So yeah, do give me a message and let me know. If you liked the video today, please do give it a like down at the bottom, and do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. And do share the love. Please do spread the Jensory joy around. I'm always about just trying to reach as many learners and educators and parents as possible. So yeah, do share the love. I'll see you next time to carry on the light and sound theme for this month. But until then, take care everybody. Bye.